Hello, Capricorn. My name is Missy, and I'm here to read some AstroCharms for the month of September. What I'm going to do is get an oracle card from the Mother Mary deck and some cards here from our Housewives Tarot to see what is the general energies that are happening in September for you. So, I apologize for I'm the way that I'm talking. It's because this song is distracting me. It's "I'll Be Fine" by Juice WRLD. You may want to Google it to look at the lyrics to see how or if it applies to your situation. All right, so these readings are meant to be timeless and general in nature. If the details fit for your situation, the reading is meant for you. If they do not, please do not try to force it. That will do more harm than good and is definitely not my intention. I'm not a doctor or lawyer or accountant, so if you need advice in any of those areas, please consult a professional. And please do not do something simply because I suggest it in one of these videos. You are an adult who has responsibility for your own life. Please use that responsibility to your advantage. So we have Our Lady of Comfort on the bottom of the deck so far. And it looks like there's, one person comforting the other there. Like in a friendship way is the way it feels to me. Did I already mention this song, I'll Be Fine, Juice WRLD? Yeah, there's, I think you have a friend here who is either concerned about you or something. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck now. She looks tired, right? So that could be why someone is worried about you or wanting to comfort you or something. You have some sort of support here with this card. Very much feels like someone that is either friend, could be family, but I think it's probably a friend. So we have Our Lady of Divine Direction, which is a number 8. I have the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Justice, Four of Wands, and the High Priestess. Interesting. I feel like this actually goes in the center here because this is your current energy. And so your current energy really is that it's like you're trying to hide the way that you feel about something, but all right, hold on one second. We have the song Yes Girl, B. Miller. I'm going to look at this card real quick because I just want to confirm something. Interesting. So where I said that you have this support here, this is what it says. I'm just going to read this first little tiny little the paragraph here, because there's just way too much in this book to read. That would take forever, and these videos would be long. So it says, I am guiding you, my child, and I ask you to trust me. Recently you had, or soon you will have, a sudden change in direction in a matter that perhaps surprises you. Do not resist this. Allow my hand to guide the course of your life direction. I have foreseen a pitfall that you can easily avoid while still reaching your destination. Pray to me and trust, and together we shall journey out on towards the goal. So it's interesting, because especially with these two cards here, like I feel like this is, you see how the mom is spanking the kid who's misbehaved, right? This might be the pitfall that this card is warning you about. It's like it's saying that I think you have a friend or someone, it could even be family, that might be very helpful or might be there to support you. They're concerned about you, which is the reason there's this warning coming in. It could even be a friend that comes in to warn you of this pitfall along some path that you have, right? Especially if you are in some new relationship. And the only reason that I say new relationship is because this is the Ace of Cups. However, everything on the left-hand side is past energy. This is the energy that is what is coming next. That doesn't mean it's coming immediately. It just means it's coming next. So this particular card here, it says secret syrup. The mysteries of the universe are sweeter than you know, with grade A butter. Premium blend. Oh, actually, no, that says, hold on, Housewives blend. Because it's the Housewives Tarot. Okay. So it's sweeter than you know with grade A butter. Basically, you know, the cream rises to the top, right? It's almost like you're going to spank the competition and have something to celebrate too with this over here. And I don't know why I say competition, but it does feel like competition, especially if it is in relation to a relationship because of the Cups cards here. So with these two cards together, this can talk about being really sensitive, maybe even a little overly sensitive or overly not really. When I say emotional, I don't mean in a bad way, because the Ace of Cups, well, actually, they're both positive cards, right? The Queen of Cups, she's just sensitive. She's very, she feels everything very deeply. That doesn't mean she's not mature. She's also very mature. And the Ace of Cups is typically a very positive card where it talks about a new beginning. You know, it can be a new beginning in love or some type of new beginning in a relationship. But whenever there's a new beginning, especially in love or any kind of relationship, there tends to be a little bit of nervousness that's attached to that. So to have that in conjunction with this Queen of Cups tells me there is, you know, the emotions are flying high, or they were in the past. It doesn't necessarily mean flying high in a bad way. It just means that they were maybe clouding your judgment or something. And so that's what this warning is about, which whether it's coming from an actual friend or family member or not. This could just be the angels saying, you know, I've got you. We have the song Independence Day, Carrie Underwood. Yeah, so what's coming next, I think, is that you're going to spank the competition, and you'll definitely have something to celebrate with this Four of Wands, right? She looks very comfortable. She's got a drink, a book, very relaxed, happy. You know, she's able to relax because of all the hard work she's put in. basically is what that card, at least the image of this particular card in this specific deck. Now that doesn't mean that that's the meaning of the Four of Wands. The meaning of the Four of Wands is a party or a celebration. I'm going to go ahead and put Justice on the top of these to remind you that you will like spank the competition if you just follow your intuition, or if you follow whatever the advice is of the person that warns you if it's not your intuition. So let's go ahead and get some charms. So the way that I read this is like a transit chart, and that means, you know, where they fall, or I should say each house represents a different area of your life, so where each charm falls, that's going to kind of determine, you know, what it means, or give it a special detail to what it means. If anything happens to fall here in the very center, this is something that should be the main focus or your immediate focus, or it could be something that will happen, you know, pretty immediately from the time you watch this. We do have the song, hold on, Fuck You by Kaylee, I don't know how to say her name, Morgue. She's one of my favorites. I should look it up, but I always forget by the time I'm done with all of these. I have so much work to do to edit and stuff that I forget to look it up. So I apologize for not knowing how to say her name. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, this ring here, if any of the charms fall in the green ring, the timing for that is going to be within 1 to 3 months from the time that you watch the reading. And out here on the table will be 3 months to a year. And then if they fall on either one of these cards here, it gives it a special meaning. But that doesn't always happen. In fact, it's actually rare. Okay, so you actually have a little bit here in the center that is coming through right away. It is, we have this black tourmaline. Protection is the most important thing. Like, this should be your most immediate concern. Not only protection, but we also have the sun, which talks about clarity, the cross, which talks about faith, and the ballerina, which well, I'm going to add this piece of opalite as well, but the ballerina, which talks about grace, or being, you know, being graceful in everything that you do, or having grace in the things that you do, the decisions that you make. With this opalite, it's like, it reminds me of magician energy, where it says basically you have control of whatever this situation is, but protection should be, with all of this energy here, protection and faith should be what you are focused on in September, as well as clarity and grace, right? Whether that is having grace in the way that you speak, the decisions that you make, or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to actually put this off to the side. Now, we have this $5 bill that came out here. It's not quite on top of this particular card, but it is really close to it. So I'm going to actually read it as if it fell on top. Mainly because this card also already talks about warning you of a possible pitfall. With the $5 bill falling upside down, there can be a loss attached to whatever this pitfall is. It's gonna be a loss for you, but the loss will change you in some way, or change something in some way, and that's the reason why it was so important for you to be warned about this, whether, like I say, this was something that you already intuitively know about, or if it is something that somebody that you happen to know personally comes in to warn you about. That's why you're being warned about it, is because it will, the loss will it will change things. Okay. So here we have a piece of tourmalated quartz that is sitting in this outer ring right above the 10th house, and on the opposite end, or almost opposite end, a little bit in the 3rd house, but kind of in the 4th house. So I'm going to read it as both. We have the eagle. But the eagle was upside down. So within the same time frame, being about 1 to 3 months from the time that you watched this reading, you may have to say something possibly to someone in your family. And I think when you say it, it's going to bring freedom, right? Like, you don't see the freedom that it's going to bring you when you finally say it. It's going to be very balancing, like it's going to balance out a situation. I think it's also going to, it's going to make you feel strong, or your words will be strong, because the ox rune, that's what this particular rune is. It's a rune of strength, and it came out over the element of air, which is your communication. So, that can be a double-edged sword. That can be, be careful of what it is that you say, like be very clear in your words and be very conscious of your words, right? But also because of the way that it's hitting all of this stuff here, and we're going to get to the rest of these in just a second, but these particular charms, like the crystal and the eagle, it's saying like you don't even see the freedom and the cleansing and the healing and the protection that you'll be bringing to yourself just by saying what you need to say, or being honest about something, I think, or even just clearing the air, talking about something. Just again, be sure of your words with this here, because your words are going to carry a lot of strength. So because we're also dealing, hold on, we have the song. Okay, this is so interesting, because we have the song Right Now by Korn. And I was just talking about, saying something. There could be somebody against you. Because he's talking in here, he's going, shut up, shut up. But then down here in the 3rd and 4th houses would be the houses of family, like communication and family. We have this special charm, which I put in my charm box because it used to belong to my aunt, who has since passed. And so obviously it says, I love you, right? So I meant for it to be a message of love coming from a family, like from your family, but a message from like a loved one who has passed on. But I feel like beyond that, like your family loves you. You have the palm fronds, and then the gift here. It's something, it's like reach out. It's like, I think your family has been trying to reach out for you, and there's something about a gift here, but it came out upside down. So the gift is either something that you're not seeing or that you're ignoring. And it could be, like I say, it's definitely from family, around family, home, security, that type of stuff. We have the song Dig, Incubus. Okay, so coming over to the 6th house, actually, let's go to the 6th, 7th, and 8th houses, because they all have tourmalated quartz. And this one actually has a piece of, actually that's not tourmalated quartz, that's a piece of peacock ore. We'll get to that in just a second. And that's rose quartz. This one has a piece of rose quartz. So remember what I said here about this tourmalated quartz and how it will balance things, or balance and clear your energy. With the 6th and 7th houses, so the 6th house is the house of work, but it's also the house of like service, how you can be of service to others, how you heal, the health of your body, right? But also how you can help others heal. And so, you know, I think it's saying whatever you talk about, probably because it, you know, this has to do with like the sixth house is the house of work. This can be the house of partnerships, right? So this could be like a work thing where you have to say something at work and it's going to bring a lot of healing. But I think it's more about saying something to family, and more than likely that family is like your husband or a committed partner, because the seventh house is attached here, and whatever you say is going to be very healing. But I think it will also, like if you look at this piece of tourmalated quartz, there's just a teeny tiny piece of tourmaline in it. It's mostly quartz. I think it's going to clarify. It's like going to clarify a work situation. I don't know how that plays into it, but that's how it feels to me. But again, that can be very healing as well, just having mainly quartz there. And this is the house of your health. Take it however it resonates for your situation. I can't get over the fact that this song keeps talking about as long as we have each other, and this is the house of partnerships, right? Maybe you need to partner with someone. Maybe whoever you need to partner with can protect you, or will or wants to protect you. The thing about this house here, you've got Gemini on the sixth house, and so this particular piece of tourmalated quartz is, this is mutable, right? This is changeable. So when it comes to the health situation, it is changeable. Especially if there's stress involved in this, if stress makes your health worse. But cardinal energy is energy that gets things going, gets things moving. And so it could be that it is the person that you're partnering with that gets things moving. When we come up here to the ninth house, your blessings and your fortune are going to come in from you taking care of yourself first. That's what has to change also, because this piece of rose quartz came out over the mutable modality. And so again, mutable energy is changeable. It's very flexible. And so, but this piece of pyrite, it's actually pyrite with quartz, but it's like a solar plexus chakra stone. So it's all about your will, your action, your whatever it is that you do. But having it in the ninth house, this is putting your higher self into action, or like knowing yourself when you take action is the best way to take care of yourself. But also you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of or try to nurture anybody else. That's what's going to bring you the biggest blessings and the most benefit to your life, especially if you're trying to heal. And then when we come over here to the 11th house, it's kind of the same energy. We have Scorpio energy here, so you know, it's fixed energy, and we do have the piece of rose quartz coming out over the fixed modality. So you could have a long-term friend who, so, okay, a long-term friend, but here's the thing, like maybe you've been like taking, like, I think, I'm going to be honest, I feel like this is saying there's a long-term friend who is maybe a little bit hurt, maybe in their feelings. And they might be taking care of themselves as well. Like there could be a little bit of something going on there. But also, because this is like it is a love stone. It is about like, you know, taking care of yourself and having respect and care for yourself. But in the house of friendship, I feel like it's saying maybe you should have respect and care for a friend, because there could be a friend who's like, either there's something going on with them, like, especially because this moon is coming out over Mars and Pluto, so they could be going through some like serious transformation that's kind of, you know, not fun, and maybe they're having a hard time or something, and like they're hurting, and they could use a little bit of care. And then finally we have the bee coming out over the 12th and first houses. So the bee is always very positive energy, but it is energy of work. There's a lot of work attached to it, which Capricorn likes. Capricorn's good with work. I feel like it's saying, like, I think it's saying, really, to be honest with you, I don't feel any of the negative aspects of the 12th house that normally would come into play here. And the reason that I say that is because Sagittarius is sitting on this house, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is the great benefic. It's a very abundant, joyful, you know, generous planet. And the bee, you know, the work that the bee puts in brings abundance. So I feel like either you're going to be putting in a lot of work towards your own dreams or your own abundance, or maybe you already have, and somehow that's going to work to your benefit. I think it's going to affect you positively in September. Okay, so I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, anything you can to help me get my channel out there, as I'm new here. And I thank you for watching.